Well, good day, guys. It's Board Buster from Wello Foilers. Yeah, we got out at Martin Street again today, and yeah, it was really super gusty again. Not sure why it's so gusty here, and it must be the trees and the buildings all over the other side of the road. I can't even remember it being this bad here, but the locals are saying it's because the wind's more round to the east. But anyway, we got down there and it looked really windy. It looked really good actually, and yeah, we're thinking of rigging our 5 metre wings. Anyway, I said to Vanda, who I was with, just wait a moment, we'll see. And anyway, we stood there and watched it, yeah, and it just blasted off again. So anyway, out with our 6 metres again, and yeah, I put in my big HBS 1050 today, which is a 1500 foil. I'm thinking, I'm just gonna I just don't want to struggle in the light patches like I did the day before with the smaller foil, and so the big foil just makes it so much better, easier to get up and easier to drive. Like you can go around the turns slower and it doesn't stall. Anyway, we're all coming undone today. It was pretty annoying. We were all yelling, carrying on, cursing and swearing, and I was yelling out, "This is ridiculous!" a lot of the times, and you can see, like looking across the river, like all the glassy patches, and then the wind lines, and it wasn't quite as windy as the day before. So yeah. Weren't getting those really big bullets that wanted to pretty much blow you off the water, so it wasn't too bad. Anyway, we just persevered at it for quite a while, and it kind of came good at times, and it wasn't too bad. Like one stage there, I was up and foiling for well over half an hour without dropping off the foil, so that was pretty good. Anyway, I decided to try and practice my tacks today. So yeah, I got quite a few, and I kind of mucked up a few, and I realised what I'm doing. I'm not kind of holding the wing out the front too much, and not enough. And so when you're coming into the tack, and if you hold the wing like too far back, you just end up overbalancing, going off the back of the board. So yeah, I started trying to hold the wing out in front of me more as I go around, and that seemed to help. I ended up getting quite a few good ones actually after that. Anyway, there's not quite as many out today as the day before, but there's still a good turnout. Like there's that guy on his Nova wing. Yeah, that was a 6 metre. Vanda was out on a 6 metre. This guy showed up on his Parrawinging. He was kind of trying to learn how to do it. I was actually talking to him before he went out. He said he walks up the river. Pretty good because he can walk up the river and work his way down, fall off, and paddle in at the boat ramp, rather than if you start at the boat ramp you end up down the river, and it's pretty hard to walk back there. There's not much of a path back type of thing. So yeah, he walks up the river and then tries to Parrawing down the river, comes in at the boat ramp, and that way it's not too hard for him. Anyway, so yeah, Vanda was really frustrated, but yeah, we ended up getting some pretty good runs, and we both did about 20 kilometres, so it wasn't too bad. The tide was coming in, and there was quite a bit of water there, so it was a pretty good long run across the river. But yeah, you really had to kind of look for the gust to jibe on, and And you can see there I'm just running out of wind, just splat. Sue was sitting on the bank filming us, and she got sick of everybody falling in, watching them fall in, all the splats and people yelling out, cursing and carrying on. She said it got quite annoying after a while, listening to everybody crashing. Well, it makes quite a big splat on the water. Anyway, I put a few bloopers together in the next section, like quite funny when you run out of wind and you go ka-splat. Look at Ballina. Yeah, it's really hard going along, it's just nothing, and you're a goner. Oh! And then we're all up and flying again. I found at times going across the river, you just got to really scan across the river and check where the gusts are coming, and quite often towards the end I was just driving like halfway across the river if there was wind, and looking ahead if it's all glassy up over the other side of the river, you just quickly turn before you get to the glassy area. You can see now like it's pretty glassy in front of Vanda. There's a big gust, there's a gust coming through the middle, which is okay. It's gone a little bit too far, but it looks like he made it around. So that's one of my better tacks. I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, just got to keep practicing, try and get them smoother and better. A little bit hard trying to do tacks in close. As you can see at the moment, there's quite often glassing off on that side of the bank. One of the locals, Greg, I think his name was. Oh, bit of a gust there. Nice foot switch and I'm away. Bit of a speed run. Got some really nice runs. At times it was just the right amount of wind to really put the foot down. And then as you can see, there's not much in front of me, so it's starting to drop off. Some of the gusts were like really short-lived. You kind of think, oh yeah, beauty, and then all of a sudden they're gone and they just puff out, Not the tack then, I touched down a bit, but yeah, got around quite nicely. Just saw that glassy water in front of me then, so it wasn't worth trying to tack really. Do a safe jibe. Not a bit of a speed run across the river. And it's all gone. Glassy in front of me again. Jibe before you get to that glassy stuff. Quite often you'd go into a glassy patch and it was just so hard to jibe, like in like less than 5 knots. It's just impossible at times. I think that's Jenny, that's Greg's wife. He was going quite well. Ooh. Just made that one. Will Vando make it? Oop, oop, oop. Oops. No. Look at the glassy patch he jived in, but and I was able to get onto the next gust. He just had to be lucky, eh? It was quite funny at times. Oh dear. Oh, it wasn't a bad tack. That guy on the yellow duotone, he's only on a 5 metre. Probably could have used the 5 metre at times, but yeah, it's just a bit hard to get through the light patches, because at times I was kind of just making it along, just keeping it on the foil. Bit of a gust in front of me. I should jive now. Getting a bit glassy where I'm at now. I was able just to make it around, get onto that next gust, and I'm away. Oops. Yeah, a few nice pelicans on the boat ramp and on the beach. Beautiful birds. Ooh, just made that one. Anyway, we're all coming in now. Thanks for watching.